Alright, welcome to the Extension Kit tutorial. In this guide, we'll explore the usage of several popular extension methods. For instance, let's assume we need to call a function with a 1-minute delay. But before we begin, make sure you're using the Extension Kit namespace. Alright. To achieve this, you'd typically need to create a coroutine, add a yield return command, then include your function and call it using the start coroutine method. While it may not seem like much work, repeating this process multiple times in large projects can become quite tedious. Instead, let's take a look at an extension method that allows us to call a coroutine without having to create one manually. This method handles the tedious background work for you, letting you simply specify the delay time. Pretty cool, right? So, what if we want to call multiple methods in sequence? Will we need to call this method repeatedly? Of course not. For example, let's say we have several methods to execute. You can create a sequence, append the other methods to it, and simply call the play command at the end. That's all you need to do. Alright, what would we do in a scenario like this? For instance, if we want our function to be called only when a specific condition is met, and then set that condition to false, we can handle this using a polling coroutine. Just make sure to pass the Boolean value using ref. That's it. Alright, now let's take a look at how we can create an object pool and call objects from the pool, and return them using just a single line of code. Normally, doing this would require over 70 lines of code, and sometimes you even need multiple pools. But with our approach, we can streamline the process and keep it simple. Alright, now let's create an object pool in just one line of code. To do this, we simply call the createPool function from our GameObject list. In this case, the list named pool. You can adjust the number of objects as you wish. Additionally, if you want, you can give the pool a name, but it's not required. Now, to get an object from the pool, we just call the getObject method from the pool list. Similarly, to return an object to the pool, we simply call the returnObject method from the pool list. And that's it. We've set up a pool, retrieved an object, and returned it, all with just one line of code. If you're interested in learning how the other 150+ methods work and how they can make your job easier, you can visit the documentation linked below. There, you'll find detailed explanations and usage examples. All methods have been created with commonly used names, so once you've used them once, you won't need to refer back to the documentation.